So there are terrorists talking in my head, um, torturing me with a, excuse me, telepathy technology. Sorry, they're playing with my airways and my esophagus and making me pass air. And anyways, so they're trying to discourage me from making these videos because they don't obviously want to be sentenced to death. And this is public information, and I am entitled to free speech and to explain what's going on with myself. If in fact I feel something is off, there are voices most definitely in my head, and they're terrorists. Well, it's terrorists. I wouldn't say, I don't know how to explain it. I wouldn't be schizophrenic if there weren't terrorists talking in my head, I guess. And anyways, they won't go away. They're making me go cross-eyed. They are basically trying to refrain from the government having public records to provide to show other countries why they are in debt, basically. And they have to provide using these records, the records created by the telepathy weapons or surveillance technologies, that in fact these terrorists are using it to manipulate circumstance. The terrorists in my head, I have to make this quick. Anyways, all morning they're attacking me, making me go cross-eyed. I'm cross-eyed right now. They're psycho. I mean, see, look at this one. And they made me swell. Anyways, they don't want public records so that the U.S. government can't provide, because the U.S. government can't breach and provide the actual telepathy records to all that participate in what is needed for the Federal Reserve and what the budgets, the budgets that are allotted. So, and how to determine what goes where. So, excuse me. The voices in my head are trying to, so the U.S. government doesn't want to breach, so they need records. So I am providing criminal, I'm calling law enforcement, I'm seeking medical attention, and I am in fact, and I'm making these videos to provide evidence of the injuries that they're causing me, that they're talking in my head, that they're threatening my life. I don't know them. I don't owe anybody money. I don't do drugs. And they are really the cause of all of my problems. My hair started falling out. I mean, like 90% of my hair fell out. And they are abusing me day in and day out. They don't want me discussing that. I hear them in my head, that they speak Egyptian Arabic fluently, that they sound like they were raised in California. They have a Californian accent. They don't sound like they're from New York. They don't sound like they're from New Jersey. They sound California raised. But I can tell they're Egyptian based on the fact that they speak Arabic fluently. I'm Egyptian too, obviously. I would assume that's obvious since I'm telling you, they're speaking Arabic and I understand it. It's Egyptian Arabic. And what else? they're men and women, and they've been doing it for 7 years, talking in my head, and they want to discourage me from making these videos. So they fuck with my face, they fuck with my hair so that I feel unattractive to make these videos, and explain what's going on with me. They're saying they want to murder me. They're going to murder me and to die in silence or suffer in silence until I die. And they're going to take my daughter and just all kinds of crazy shit. They're terrorists talking in my head. Now, I have called the cops and I go seek medical attention. I'm not accusing anyone individually or the entire community of Egyptian Americans. It's just a select few, because so here is my reasoning for that. The terrorists talking in my head have said that they're investigating me, okay? And when I discovered that they were saying that, or when I realized, or they said they were investigating me, and then all throughout the years, it's become evident to me now that they have been deliberately trying to steer me away from medical attention and seeking justice through law enforcement. And by saying, "Oh, you look crazy. They're going to take your kids. They're going to institutionalize you. They're going to drug you. They're going to do this. They're going to do that." Right? So, really, when it's the terrorists talking in my head who are going to institutionalize, they're talking in my head, institutionalize me. They're the ones who are going to drug me. They're the ones who are they're defaming me. So they want to discourage me, for one, because they're like, okay, you sound crazy and it's going to ruin your reputation and your career. And then two, all of what I've said, you look crazy, they're going to medicate you, institutionalize you, blah, blah, blah. So it is so evident at this point that their entire intent is to refrain from any targeted individuals or schizophrenics to come forward and say what they're hearing and what's going on in their head, and rather to seek alternative remedies, like playing music really loud and just trying to constantly find a coping mechanism rather than to really discuss the truth and just be submissive to the medical attention. And so be it. If people don't, if it's been going on for 8 years, people that know you, that hear what you've had to say about the voices in your head, are eventually going to see you're not a dangerous person, and they're not going to, I lost track of what I was saying. God, I gotta go. 7:02. So I was saying, they said they were going to investigate me. Let me make this fast. They said they were going to investigate me, and, they're trying to steer me away from, seeking law enforcement, but they haven't, however, or seeking, it's not law enforcement that they're afraid that I'm going to seek. They're afraid that I'm going to go seek medical attention, right? And say that the voices are in my head. And so, the whole time is they want to scream in your head and make you fearful of being not institutionalized. They want you fearful of saying the voices are in your head. So they want you accusing people of what you're hearing, so that, so to say that, the voices that you heard were people from outside, not in your head. I'm so sorry. And the reason being why I know they're nobody that I have encountered is for that very reason, is that they want for whatever the records that are produced with these telepathy technologies to say that the voices that you've heard were coming from outside, because it's almost 100% evident at this point that the voices that you're going to hear the voices in your head wherever you don't see public cameras, okay? Most likely you're going to see them far away. You're going to hear them when you're nowhere near any security cameras, because they want to say they were outside, and they don't want to have to discuss why the security camera outside didn't catch the voices that were caught on the telepathy technology records. So if in fact I encountered these people, then they would be suspects to the crime. If the terrorists in my head were in fact going to make these claims, then that means that if they were in my immediate surroundings, then they would be called up as part of suspects of a crime. So of course they don't want that. What they want to do is investigate. So they want to come forward and say, this is our case. These are our people. This is our problem. We want to know what's going on. Who in the hell is doing this to our people? These are terrorists. They're fucking liars. They're Egyptian American Muslims. They're fucking liars. And they're not all of them. They're a select few. They're the ones that are talking in my head are straight fucking trash. But anyways, yeah, that's the bottom line. So I just wanted to address that. I need to get off the phone because I'm getting ready to turn, and I don't want to be driving and on the phone. All right, see ya.